Last but not least, piece of the program is our afternoon keynote speaker, Jared Kushner. Jared Kushner is the CEO of Kushner Companies, a diversified private real estate organization involved in ownership, management, development, and redevelopment of numerous properties. Over the last 7 years, Kushner has been involved in transactions totaling more than $10 billion. More recently, Jared was involved in the largest transaction of Brooklyn in 2013, which was the acquisition of the Watchtower portfolio in Dumbo. And very recently, he completed the purchase of the Brooklyn Law portfolio. Please join me in welcoming Jared Kushner.
Thank you all for having me today. Sorry, I'm closing up the end, so I realize you guys have been sitting through a lot of stuff, so we'll go through very, very quickly. And I also realize, hey guys, that there's probably not a lot I could tell you about Brooklyn since A, you're all probably here, and B, you've all been listening to this stuff all day. So I figured what I'd do is just be very, very brief and to the point, and I would kind of talk very quickly just about the big project we're doing and the time we've spent kind of looking at Brooklyn market and how what our conclusions there really are. It's funny when I think back kind of on starting my career, the last place I thought I would be spending a lot of time in Brooklyn. About 4 years ago, through our different media company and our venture business, I started noticing that a lot of the kids in the companies were really living and wanting to work here, and it led us to start really exploring. So we crossed that river that is so such a moat for a lot of Manhattan people, and really came to Brooklyn and started looking around. What we realized is that today, not just in Brooklyn, but in office all over, is that there really is a major change in how people are starting to use space, and we want to be a part of that trend. So as we looked around, the property that we found that, Osher, I remember when Osher called me about it. We toured it, I think, on a Thursday or a Friday, and then we spent all weekend cranking out a business plan for it, and really made a deal that next week was for the Watchtower properties in Dumbo Heights. And when you look at buildings, what I realize is that, a building can only be as good as the bones of the building. And those buildings just had a phenomenal bone with the interconnected skyways. And we really thought that we could turn them into something that would really speak to kind of the modern tech community today. One of the other things that I always focus on when we do investing is just base affordability for the tenants. And if you look at a lot of these larger technology tenants and creative firms, the cost of the Soho marketplace and the Manhattan South marketplace has kind of approached and now exceeded $70 a foot, which is a very, very high rent for a lot of tenants. And once you pass $70, the pool of tenants that you can really market to really goes down pretty dramatically. So we saw the opportunity to create first-rate office space in Brooklyn on a scale that really has not been done before. I always used to tell people that Dumbo has all of the culture, but not, tremendous infrastructure for modern tenants, and that downtown has all the infrastructure, but really not a lot of culture. So what we figured we'd do is we create, something very, very special. And we actually have a little video today from our website, which you can find at dumboheights.com, which I'll play for you guys to give you a little bit of a flavor. Yeah. It's only 2 minutes.
Deep within the cultural mecca of the world, innovation is reaching into Brooklyn, carrying it into the future. Juxtaposed with New York's thriving arts and technology community, the framework for strategic innovation starts here. Dumbo Heights, a dynamic space mechanically engineered for optimum performance and unrivaled connectivity. This campus is the staging ground for the next generation of innovators and creators. Change is forged on this campus in the fire of great thinkers and visionaries. A community built for collaboration. When innovation is cultivated, the world rises to meet. Located directly between the Brooklyn and Manhattan bridges, only steps away from the AC and F train, Dumbo Heights was designed for unrivaled connectivity both on and off campus. Galleries, performing arts centers, and startups awaken the unbridled creativity that lays dormant. Dumbo Heights, the benchmark in the Brooklyn technology triangle. Creators, innovators, game changers, welcome. This is where you go to change the world.
So, thank you. That really gives you a flavor of what we're trying to create, and we really tried to tie into a lot of what the tenants are looking for. And a lot of office today, they don't really lead with kind of what the tenants are looking for. So all the buildings will be Wired Score Platinum. We created a certification system with the Bloomberg administration, which is really, we've just crossed 100 buildings in New York that are certified now, and these are going to be certified platinum buildings, which really gives a lot of transparency to the tenant. And by getting to the platinum rating, you'll have high-speed fiber with multiple carriers, so you'll be able to bring your cost of broadband down, have more choices, reliable, good, fast internet. This will probably be the most bike-friendly campus on the East Coast. We're working really, really hard to do some very, very cool bike initiatives to be very bike-friendly, outdoor space. And then the most important thing for us is really the community that we can build through the retail. And we're hopeful that by putting the right mix of retailers. And before they're talking about big boxes, the big boxes keep calling us and we just say, lose our number on this project. We love you guys, but that's not why the tenants in the office are going to be here. We're kind of the donut in between Dumbo Heights. We are Dumbo Heights, but in between Brooklyn Heights, Dumbo, Vinegar Hill, Navy Yards, and downtown. And we really hope that if we can create the right interactive community, that we'll really be able to kind of keep the flow from all those areas coming through our project. We're going to need some residential to kind of keep that retail afloat because you need nighttime traffic for them. It can't just be the daytime that sustains it. But we were working with the last administration. We'll continue working with the new administration to bring some residential to the center as well. But overall, by the time we're done, we think it'll be a very game-changing project for Brooklyn and something that we hope will be able to finally give a lot of the big users that have been expanding very rapidly in New York in the Chelsea, Midtown South, and Soho markets, and now the financial markets, financial district, the ability to come downtown to Brooklyn and to really build a home here. And I think if you look at a lot of these creative companies, you'll notice that somewhere between 50 to 75% of their employee base is now living in Brooklyn in different places. And you have a lot more C-suite executives also who are living in Brooklyn, which is also very helpful to what we're trying to accomplish. So we're finding that it's really a self-sustaining place. And if you ask me, you see how quickly it's happened just in the last 4 years that we've been looking at the market here. The rapid rate of change has been truly extraordinary, and I anticipate that over the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 years, it will only get better and better. So we're hopeful that this project will be kind of a keystone and really kind of almost like a welcoming party for Brooklyn to really show everybody that Brooklyn's for real tenants, real companies, but we're not going to compromise and we're not going to sell out and lose the culture that really drives people to be here today. So we're very proud of what we're doing. I guess all of you guys are obviously interested in Brooklyn or you wouldn't be here today. And it's been a really fun experience for me getting to spend more time and understand the market here. So thank you all for coming today. And that's all I have.